vision and only to manifest the dream. So this is very, very, very crucial. So a big thank you to everybody for supporting and solidarity in this. So this is, many of us kind of sleep a little bit. We see some things happening and it is painful, but we can't all deal with it. So we kind of close our eyes a little bit. There's a lot of development coming up. It hurts the heart when one sees it, no? And it's a bit scary. So the Art for Land, to continue that initiative, came very much from wanting to support what you guys are doing. What we are bringing in financially might not be the used kind of thunder, no? But it creates 1.5 months when we are talking about these things, and we do bring in some money. And there is such an amazing flow of generosity which is happening. And that is important also. So there are many things. It's not only the money that comes in, it's many other things. But we need to work at many levels. It's not enough what we are doing. There is, I was told, you can correct me if I'm wrong, and I will use the numbers a little bit loosely, but I was told we have about 1 crore, but there are 30 crores of land that we could buy. So if that is the situation, we really need to move so that these things, because we have the speculators sitting, our place is so beautiful that it is just the place to go in and buy land and cash in from it, no? And we really have to manifest this city. So now I'm going to show you this presentation, which has one suggestion for what we can do. We are looking at collective commitment. We are looking at generosity and realization. Mother said, she said like this, the lands for Auroville are to be bought and can be bought. The money is needed. Will you help? This was given to humanity, and we are part of humanity. And somehow in Auroville, we have always, all these years, from the very beginning, managed to do things beyond our possibilities. When there was hardly any food to eat, and most people don't know how little there was, Matrimony was still being built. And when you go and look at the film, the Matrimony film, it's amazing. How could these people, with that spirit and that energy, when you know what the material circumstances were, the food situation, the money situation, the land situation, electricity situation, water situation, dust storms, the whole thing, no, it still was happening. We have always been able to stretch 1 foot more than what was possible, okay? And we are here to build a city, but it's not any city. We'll see what that means. We want to build a city that is manifesting peace, harmony, beauty, striving towards perfection, a collective enterprise for a shift in consciousness, a cradle for a new being, and a next step in evolution. Yes? So, we have to somehow make ourselves aware of the reality that we live in. We talk a lot about the reality, which is like, oh, you can't do that because, you know, the reality is like this. Actually, this is not true at all. Before 1956, Mother said, a new world will be born. In 1956, she said, a new world is born. The old world is gone. It is just like an illusion that we are looking at. And we have to stop. We have to start to look at the real thing. It's a new paradigm, not that old paradigm of scarcity. We are actually in a paradigm of abundance. Can we just open our eyes and work with that one? Because it is here. Since what, 63 years? Okay, so I will give you an example. I talked with this with friends. So one friend of mine, Uma, who is having Upasana unit, she took the example, what would happen if every account in Auroville had to trickle money? We kind of create like a Ganga coming down through, you know, like this. So she, no, go back. Yeah, no, it's here. Thank you. It's here, no. So she actually sat down and did the exercise. So this is a letter she sent to Nico at Financial Service. She said, can you please set up this as a recurring from March 1st, 2018 onwards? Thanks for your inspiration. Love and regards. Next one. So she set up the 2 accounts, Tsunami and Small Step, which are gift economy accounts, gives 200 rupees each every month. They are not money generating, but 200 they can afford to pass on. Her own personal account, she gives 200 from. From Upasana, which is the money-making unit, which is not one of our very strongest one, big, is, has a lot of money because she has done so many projects, 2,000 rupees monthly. From herself at home, she gives 500, and from the guest house, which is used for volunteers, etc., they give 500 per month. So this is a standing order. This is something that all of us can do. We just check to see what is happening. Okay, next one. So we have in our financial service, right now I'm talking to the Aurovilians, okay? But guests also tap into this because we're all in financial service, no? We have 7,800 about accounts, okay? Next one. Now, if 7,000, because some are in-kind accounts, so we have to, they don't actually move money in that sense, no? If 7,000 account would give 10 rupees each monthly, would any of you notice if you gave away 10 rupees monthly? Nobody would even notice it. It's like it doesn't exist. That would create 8,40,000 rupees per year by something we don't even notice. That is actually more or less the amount that we brought in with our Art for Land, where we worked for 3 months hard to prepare and to hold it and all the events. We brought in this amount. This we can do together without even noticing anything. Okay? Now, Mother is very clear. We keep going back to Mother when we do our work here. So, she's very clear. She doesn't want taxes. So we don't want to work with percentage. We don't want to work with amounts. We want to work with generosity and commitment. So we want a community commitment that every account has to trickle money. But there is no percentage and there is no amount that is up to the individual completely. But we're going to take you through a little exercise. Next one. Now, if we just imagine, and this is quite low, and I have kind of counted units, but numbers are not exact, no? If our large units, which all of them contribute in 1 month more than 50,000 rupees, if they would give a contribution of 2,000 rupees per month, okay, that's kind of reasonable, no? If the medium units, which contribute up to over 18,000 per month, they would give 500 per month. Small units and guest houses, it actually goes together, units and guest houses, to make it visible, no? Small units and guest houses, 100 rupees per month. And the non-contributing units, we would ask to give 50 rupees. I think they can afford it, even if they can't contribute, no? Okay? Then the services give 100 rupees each. Adult individuals, if they gave 100 rupees each, and I think many people will give more than that, no? Youth and kids who have account, they can do 10 rupees. This would come to a monthly here of total 353 lakh something. Can we see the next one? In a year, we would have, on this very low calculation, 42 lakhs 36,000 rupees. That means that if we will have most probably in a year between half to 1 crore or more coming in like this. 1 crore, which would come in like this, is what the land is sitting with now, trying to buy land with. Okay, it has an impact. It means something. Next one. So this is just an average calculation, as I said it also. Now, if we take this step in Auroville, we can extend it, because we stand in our own truth, and we live our own integrity, no? We can go to other organizations connected to Mothers and Shareholders' work. We can go to the ABI centers. We can go to individuals. Because usually within a country, you can move money between banks without having to pay. It's when you send outside, no? So it's actually, if you have a central collection pot, you can easily have your $1 or $10 or whatever marks what you have in euro to move it. It's not difficult. And you don't need to do big amounts because there are no costs. The only cost is when you then transfer it to India, no? And there would be, as with the rest of the work we do, no percentages for anybody when it comes to the land. All the money goes untouched. Okay? Then I just want to say a few words. We're going to have now, this year we're going to be pretty strong. We are doing fundraisers. Which means that for the events we are doing, we want everybody to contribute. We have kind of been asking people, please contribute before. This time we are saying, you come to contribute. We're all sharing together, no? So, no, I'm jumping here. I wanted to say that, for this one actually, that these things we are suggesting are not the only things. fundraising is not the only thing. We need to do fundraising events, we need to do outside, and we need to work on the other political, whatever ways, friendliness in the village, all this kind of awareness raising, this we need to do also. So go now to the next one. Okay, so this was here also. So fundraising, because actually fundraising is a way for everybody to participate in Mother's work. And I want to give one example, and I hope the person doesn't mind that I do this. I'm not going to use any names. But we had a person who contacted us and wanted to do a donation towards a piece. This is last week now. And I got it through Mandakini. So the offer was 10,000 rupees for a piece. That piece had actually been at 25,000. So I went to speak with the person who had offered the piece and said, will you mind if we are giving it at this lower thing? That person said, it's for the land. The artist said, it's for the land, just give it. Then, so I sent to Mandakini and said that, yes, it is okay. Then the person wrote a mail back and said, there was a mistake. You had dropped 1 0. I had put 1 lakh. But now that I understand that the piece is more precious, I would like to offer 2.5 lakh. So that was for us how we started it with this season of art for land, no? And it is, you know, and then what was the point with the whole story was not only that. The point was that we had a small mail exchange, and then this person wrote back and said that the feeling I had inside when I had done this transfer was so amazingly wonderful. Giving is something, in our gratitude to Mother, is just something which gives us so endlessly more back than whatever we are offering at her feet, no? So I think this is, let's see if there is another one. Okay, here we come now. So land events, what we are having now. So we are having Art for Land exhibition. We have the Grace Lottery, which is over here. We have Mother's photos donated by Loretta. We have fundraising events, cultural events, dinner. We want to have an afternoon tea with a generosity market. There are people who actually want to give things who are not artists. So we said, you give. We don't want to do a flea market, that is terrible. We want to do a generosity market. So we're going to have all this happening. And thank you for coming. This is all for we will have one part, but there's all these generations coming now. Let's put it really nice for them so they can maximum their arrowing into the future, no? Okay. And here are credits to all the people who have been, not people, the people and organizations who have made possible to do this very, very nice statue. Thank you everybody for coming, and now please look around with everything, enjoy.